Hi friends, this is Miss Muller. We are doing Bright Green Sort 2 this week. And our sort are the prefixes pre, for, post, and after. And remember, a prefix changes the root of the word. So pre means before. For, as in F-O-R-E, also means before. And then post and after, their prefix both mean after. So the first word we're going to look at is prepare, and it's our helper word. It's bolded. Prepare. So prepare means to get ready. Before you're doing something, you're preparing for something. The next one I want you to find is predict. This word means to tell in advance, to tell before. Sometimes if you make a prediction before you get to that part in the book, you predict what's going to happen. The next word I want you to find is prefix. And that is a fun word this week because that's what we're doing. Prefix actually has two meanings. It could mean to fix something before you use it, to fix it. Or it could mean to put before, like to put before a word, such as putting before the word fix, prefix. The next word I want you to find is preface. Preface, whoops. And that means to speak before. To speak before. The next word I want you to find is prehistoric. Prehistoric. So we know what historic means, right? Historic is things that were recorded in history. So prehistoric would be a time period before anything was recorded. Prehistoric. The next word I want you to find is preseason. Preseason. So a lot of times in baseball right now, it's the time before the season starts. It's their preseason game. The next word is preposition. Preposition, and this word is to position or preposition. Either it's pronounced either way, preposition or preposition. In this word, we're going to look at it as preposition, and it means to position in advance or beforehand. So if I'm going to take a picture of something, I might pre-position it the way I want, so I get exactly the look I want. And the next word is precede. Precede. And this word means to go or come before. So if I was walking behind Miss Kiese's class, we will precede behind Miss Kiese's class. So we have prepare, say them with me, predict, prefix, preface, prehistoric, preseason, preposition, and precede. The next word I want you to find is foretell. And this prefix means before also. So we're going to look for the word foreman. Foreman. And a foreman is a person that's in charge of a group. They stand before the group. They are in charge of the group. The next word I want you to find is forward. A forward. A forward is something that's usually written by someone other than the author. And it gives a little bit of some information in a book. The next word I want you to find is foresight. Foresight. And this is looking forward. That's what it means, to look forward before. You're looking forward to something. The next word I want you to find is forethought. A forethought. This literally just means thinking of something beforehand. Something that's on your mind before you do something. And the last word in here is forefathers. Forefathers. And these just mean our ancestors, the people that came before us. So read these with me. We have foretell, foreman, forward, foresight, forethought, and forefathers, all meaning before. Now let's look at the other two columns, and these have the prefix after. So our first word is going to be postpone. I'm sure you've heard this word before. If you postpone something, you put it off until a later time. Now find the word postseason. Postseason. And this means after the season. Go ahead and find the word post date. Post date. And this means to date with a date actually later than the other date. So if I were to send a letter and I wrote it for a later date than it is actually today, I would post date it. I would put a later date than today actually is if I wanted to post date something. The next word I want you to find is post test. Post test. And post test, it means the test after the instruction. So after you learn something, you take a post test. Post test. And the last one in here is post. That was post date again. I think we got them all. Postpone, post season, post date, and post test. Let's go to the next column. Our helper word is afternoon, which literally means the noon or the evening that's after 12 o'clock. Go ahead and find the word afterthought. So once you think of something, it's kind of like that thought you have after that. It's your afterthought. The next word I want you to find is aftertaste, and I bet you've had this before. You might not just know the word for it. Aftertaste means sometimes you eat something that might taste a little yucky, and it's that taste that remains in your mouth after that food is gone. It's kind of that weird aftertaste you might have. And the last one in this column is afterword. Afterword. And that means a later time, at a later time. So let's review these words. We have afternoon, afterthought, aftertaste, and afterword. There are two words in your sort that one is crossed out and one is just not there. Those words we're just not going to do this week. We have enough words and we're going to leave those two out this week. So nice job today, friends.